You know, I was thinking of all these creative ideas before we started rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Hi everyone, as you can see, I am human, I am not raccoon. First review.
First review. You got this, babe.
I'm very excited to be working with Pinty, who sent me an Optic to try out and review. So let's see what they sent me. But since it's my first review, I'm going to need a little help. Well,
Ow.
Mr. OT just did his own review with Pinty because they sent him an Optic, and you should go watch it because it's very entertaining and informational. But for today, I'm going to do my own review because they sent me a different Optic. So first, we have to undress this puppy and see what's inside. As you can see, it comes in this adorable hard case, so I feel like it's very protected. And I kind of want to keep the case because it's like a little case. We have got the actual Optic, which comes with a protector. It's very red in there. And as soon as I put the battery in, I will see a little red indicator, which I will use to see things. What else is in the box? We have a screwy thing, Allen key, and a chargy thing. A battery. We've also got a lens cloth. I'm going to touch the glass with my fingers and leave little fingerprints, so I will need this. And finally, we have an instruction manual, which I need because I don't know how to Optic. Thanks, Pinty. So to put the battery in, the little screw is right at the front here, which I love because instead of having to like dig your fingers into a tiny little hole or like go find a tool, it's just a little easy to move, unscrewable port thing. Well, which way does it go?
In situations like this, I like to play the guessing game. Okay, I was incorrect.
The way you put in this battery is nipple down. This is a CR123 battery. It is cylindrical, which is nice because it means you don't have to go buy a little watch battery, and it's easier to find. I am what you call a noob. So let's see if this Optic is noob friendly. How do I turn it on? Okay, this Optic is extremely noob friendly. All you have to do is press the plus sign button and then you get a little red dot. Something else you can do with the little plus button is adjust the brightness of the red dot. That's typically what the plus and minus signs on these things are for. But I love how big the buttons are. I hardly ever run with a red dot on my gun just because I'm trying to like learn iron sights, you know, get good before you get good. But I will be playing with this Optic tomorrow and I'm very excited to see how it does on the field. This Optic has 8 brightness settings and it goes all the way from ultra mega bright to where you can see like really easily to super mega light to where you can just hardly see it, but I really appreciate the dynamic of this light because in whatever situation you're playing in, whatever the weather, it seems like they've accounted for this in the settings. So I really appreciate that. Let's see if we can turn it off. Alright, I figured out how to turn it off. You just hold both buttons for a couple seconds. Hey babe, where's Gary? Whoa! right here. Let's slap this bad boy on there and see how he looks on my main replica that I use when I play. It attaches to Picatinny railing, which is very convenient because it's on my gun and I've seen it on many guns. It seems very in line with my face when I pull up my replica, which is very good. It's currently for sale at pintydevices.com. It retails for $38.99. If you're looking for a beginner-friendly optic or one that won't break the bank, this could be a great option for you. With all that said, I'm going to see how this performs on the field, and I'm very excited to try it, and I'll let you guys know. And I'm back. So this past weekend, I played with this optic on my gun, and I figured out a couple things. So when I was at the range trying to sight it in, as I was adjusting for windage and elevation, I realized these little knobs have a little line on them. So all you have to do is unscrew the knob to where your adjustment is. And if you notice, it looks like it requires a flathead, but you don't actually need one. All you need is to bring the whole optic, because the little notch on the outside adjusts it, and if you can hear it, it clicks. So you know it's not going to move on you while you're playing. It feels really secure, and it just moves a little bit to make it perfect, so the dot is exactly where you want to be aiming. I also wanted to mention, after playing with this, that I actually really like the shape of this reticle. It is just a dot. However, I'm not someone who looks at reticles often. It's not my job. It's not really something that I typically do. So whenever I come across one of the crosshairs or like the circle with the dot in the middle, I think I just barely aim. I'm busy looking at the shape of the lines because I'm like, ooh, lasers. So when I was playing with this, I realized it's actually very good for someone like me to just pop up and actually stay focused and put the dot where I want it to go, and Bob's your uncle. Overall, I really like this optic. I talked a lot about how it's very beginner friendly, but I feel like it could sit really well with anybody's collection. So that's it. Thank you for coming to my very first review. I'm very appreciative of Pinty for sending me this optic. I'll definitely be using this again in the future. I feel like it makes me a better player, a little bit better at aiming. So I'm overall very happy with this. If you want to pick one of these up for yourself, I'll leave a link for it in the description down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Bye!